Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ming. Let me move this mic closer. Welcome to Monroe Online Quarantine Con, everybody, live from my place in Eatontown, New Jersey. Big thank you to Gary for inviting me to do this, and big shout out to the Monroe Comic Con, the Monroe Pop Fest happening. Hang on, I just some give me the dates. I think it's in September this year, right? Hang on, I gotta look that one up. I should have had this in my notes already, although I have no notes. So I didn't even shower today. So what do you want from me? The dates are September 19th, 2020, and man, hopefully all this is over by then. Which is yeah, I can't even think that far. So um, yeah, thank you to Gary and everybody here at Monroe. I think the purpose of all this is to get artists and creators together. Everybody's kind of hurting right now, especially with all the conventions being canceled or well postponed. I haven't seen many cons outright cancel. They've postponed to later dates, and they're going to keep going, which I admire. So I had a bunch of them canceled. Everything from March through April, pretty much through May, pretty much canceled. And if you know me, everybody, you know I love going to conventions. So this is, while this is not the most of our worries right now, or I mean, it's none really. It's of little worry. I think for a lot of us out there, it just financially and morally, it stinks. So if you're on Facebook, please ask questions, chime in, say anything you want. I think most artists were with like people, artists and writers, people with actual talent, were selling commissions and books and items and doing so through this live stream. I have no talent, so I can't draw. I don't write. I guess I got a couple things I can offer, which I've thrown up here on the graphic. First and foremost, all the way to the right, for anybody, any of you who's heard of Cameo, it's an app where you can go and you can request a video message for me. So whether you want me to wish somebody a happy birthday, or I guess I can insult somebody, although no one's asked for that yet. A lot of happy birthdays. I've done some wedding messages, which is cool. I've done a couple messages that I think they're gonna play at weddings, which is pretty cool. Hopefully, most of the audience is like, "Who's that? Is that Bruce Lee? No, he's dead. Is that Jackie Chan? He's still alive. Jet Li, or hopefully people used to get me confused with Steven Yeun from The Walking Dead, even though that dude's like easily 5 inches taller than me, and he's like 10, maybe 15 years younger than me, and where he's Korean, I'm Chinese, but I wish they would have mistook me for him and then tried to pay me his autograph price at a con because he was making a ton of money. So, big shout out to Christine Henry who's watching right now and her daughter Dominique. Her birthday is on Wednesday, and a quarantine birthday. Christine, it is up to you to show her a great time and to show her a great birthday, because we're not supposed to be gathering or anything right now. But man, when this is all over, the parties, everybody. Um, and yeah, who knows? September 19th. I did party in Monroe last year. Had a great time. We, me and the guys from Podcast Detroit found a dive bar out there. I had a pretty amazing time. And then I actually won about another dive bar. I wish I could remember the names of these things. Anybody in Monroe can just throw some names out, and I might remember them. One about another dive bar with the Red Ranger Steve Cardenas and WWE Diva Barbie Blank. We got one up at some other dive bar. Um, that was fun. So, um, yeah, I guess I'll just, if you're on the chat, I'll just throw out some shout outs here. Paulo Venus, who says, "My talent is my personality." I wish I could trade on that. I guess I did for 7 seasons, sort of. That wasn't really talent as much as it was Brian Johnson making fun of me, and Walt Flanagan making fun of me, and sometimes Mike Zapsik making fun of me. So, um, and my buddy Hiram Ortiz from the Hang On to Your Shorts Film Festival is here. Uh, Hiram has suggested, so since I am a card carrying member, I'm an ordained minister, I'm a card carrying member of the Universal Life Church. Will I perform a wedding remotely? Can I marry somebody remotely? I believe, yeah, I guess. I don't see why not. You'd have to find a way to send me the marriage certificate so I could sign it. But yeah, I guess I should be able to perform ceremonies remotely. So um, yeah. Also, I've thrown up a link in Facebook, and I'll throw it up again if you want to jump on to if you want to jump onto Zoom with me. I think I can get you on here. Um, Join me up on Zoom. My friend Sean Taj is on here. Let me see if I can get him over here. I think if I do this and I do this. Sean, what's up? I see you.
What's going on? Can you hear
Hey,
me?
there we go. Yeah,
All
nice.
right, awesome.
Hang on. I think I'm gonna hide my window here. Hide mine. All right, now it's just you. What's up, Hot Wheels legend, my friend? Nice
What's
hat.
going
How
on,
are you?
man?
Where are you dialing in from? Where are you
I'm
zooming in
at the
from?
Metropolis headquarters in Houston, Texas.
Whoa, that's nice. Well, how are things in Houston?
It's good. It's pretty quiet, I decided to play around with some of the streaming stuff. I've been trying to teach myself a little bit about the setups. So I'm glad you did this so I can actually test some things out. So this is awesome.
How amazing is this that we have this kind of technologies that we can actually? I think I can. I'm gonna let's see. I think I can go side by side with you if I just move my window over a little bit. Um, Oops. I'm just sorry. I'm moving like the wrong things around. Here we go. Or you know what? I think what I want to do is not hide myself. There we go. There's and then we go to this view. Well, bam. All right, there we go. What's up, everybody?
All
Uh,
right.
that's Nerdtropolis head. I love all the stuff behind you.
I am
Uh,
rearranging the office down here. There's a lot going on behind me. I'm trying to rearrange it, kind of do a little fresh setup, I guess. But there's a lot more than you can see probably.
I mean, what else do you have to do, right?
Yeah, so I guess I can show a little bit. I'll show y'all.
Yeah, go for it. Let's
Uh,
do the tour here. There's nothing here in the house in my place here. I moved everything to the podcast studio, and
well,
your place.
there's a little bit right there, just the back, but there's sides all over this room. But I'm trying to rearrange that shelf back there.
I love it. Where are those shelves from? For anybody who might want to pick those up, are those
So the
readily
place is
available?
called At Home. It used to
Okay,
be an old Garden Ridge company, but now it's called At Home. And if I guess you can go on their website and see what they have in their inventory. But yeah, I love those shelves. I had to go to four different locations to find them.
that's amazing. So on the graphic, if you're watching on Facebook, on YouTube, and I'm streaming on Twitch too. There's a weird Bitly URL under my name. If you want to jump on that, you can jump on and uh, online quarantine con with us. So since you're in Houston, I Comic Palooza was scheduled for mid-May, and I don't know if they've actually made an announcement yet. And I mean, I can't as things are now, I can't really imagine them going at their original dates. But I guess
Yeah.
it could happen. I mean, if they find a vaccine tomorrow and they're able to distribute it to everybody sick, and I mean, I don't know. I've never been through a pandemic before, so I don't know how this works. But man, all these cons being postponed definitely killing me for sure. So,
Yeah, I
and
feel you too. I was supposed to go to WonderCon. It's my first time going to WonderCon.
oh man,
And I was so excited leaving Texas to go to a con, and this happened, and I'm like, oh, save some money, I guess, this year on
I
that
know.
one.
And Anaheim. So, did you have plans to go to Galaxy's Edge? Or were you gonna go to Disneyland?
Yeah, that was my whole reason to go to WonderCon too, to
Oh
come
man.
over there.
That stinks. I'm sorry. I'm hoping whatever. I don't know if they rescheduled it yet, but I keep touching my face. This is not good. I was on with Mike earlier, and he was like, "Let's play a drinking game." Every time Ming touches his face, you gotta take a shot. Like, I just, I can't help it. It's crazy.
I've been doing the same thing.
It's
It's hard.
crazy. So I got a couple other shout outs here. Kyle Northrop, what's up? Yes, this is how we're using a website called. Let's go to Zoom.us and any web browser. Download the Zoom app. It's very, very, very easy to use. In fact, it's been so easy to use. This is what I'm worried about. Where that's so everybody's like, "Whoa, I can connect to people remotely, and you can record it. It's really good." My worry is that everyone will just want to stay at home at this after this is all over. Like, well, I don't need to be there for a meeting or for a podcast. Just Zoom me in. And while it's great that I'm talking to you and you're all the way in Houston, not quite the same, but it's cool. It's cool that I get to see your place though, which
Yeah,
is
I don't really show it off too much. I gotta show you something real quick because I know you have your own Funko Pop,
I
and I
do.
want to show something to you. So my sister surprised me for Christmas and got someone to customize a Funko Pop to look like me.
No
Um,
way, that's
let me see if I
awesome.
can get it. There you go.
I love the creativity. I love the custom Funkos. What I love more is the box though.
Yeah.
It's something about the Funko box is amazing. Like when I saw actually I got my first custom at Comic Palooza in Houston. My friend Kerry Gordon from the Metal Geeks podcast had one commissioned for me, and it was cool. He had it in like a case, and he was like, "Dude, I got you something," and I'm like, What is this? What could this be?" I opened it up, and it was my own pop. It's like, holy crap, dude! This is like one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Yeah,
It
show us
that
what
looks
it was.
just that's awesome.
So it's got the Metropolis T-shirt. It actually has the same red sneakers, my khakis that I wear, and the comic book I have is actually a Power Rangers comic book
Wow, that's
on there.
amazing.
So
That's that's so cool. And so yeah, the one he got me had the box and everything, and I was beyond happy with it. And then I was we were joking around. I was like, man, wouldn't it be funny if we got our official one? And then like a year and a half later, we did. So
and those are hot. Those are hot. People want those. They're one of the rarest ones.
I know. I wish I had one to give away or something. Um, but that's how hard they are to get. I think people are like, well, didn't they give you any? So um, the ones that initially came out, it was they only made 120 of them. So it's 1 in 120, very rare. They had them sold exclusively at the Funko, their Everett flagship store, and as you can imagine, they went very quickly. We got a couple of those. I didn't want to, I didn't want to grab. I mean, I did want to grab all of them, but I wanted to save them for people who wanted them. So those went very quickly, and then I think about 6 months later, our other ones came out. Those were sold exclusively at Jane Silent Secret Stash. They made 1,000 of those, and we signed them. We had a big signing party where they trucked in all the boxes. We unloaded them. I sat there and I signed a whole bunch of them. But I know how Funko collectors are. Any ones that came out damaged, I put aside, and I bought those myself. I was like, well, all right, I can probably move these at conventions or something. With the caveat that the box is dinged up or damaged, and most people didn't even really care, so they just wanted it. And I didn't sell them for that much. I think I sold them for like $40 or something. So, and those I think I got like I think I have 6 of those. The other ones I think I have 2. So, so the 1 in 120s are on eBay right now, probably for about $200. And yeah, I guess it's bad when you can't afford your own Funko Pop figure. But the other one, if you want it, sometimes you can go on eBay, they'll be as low as $40-50 shipped. So um, that was cool. Dave Herndon is in the house. Dave Herndon runs the coolest table at any Michigan Midwest Comic Con. Anything from golden snitches and he's got patches and pins as far as the eyes can see, and patch wise, he's pretty much got everything. But he says, I think Marone Popfest should have an exclusive Ming Chen pop figure made for this year, which I would agree with. I don't, Sean, I don't know if you like. I think anyone can go and get a custom pop figure made for them officially through Funko, but there is a pretty big minimum order that you have to place. I don't I there's a rumor. This isn't. I don't know if this is true. I believe it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 30,000 pieces that you have to order, and I don't know what wholesale on that, but you guys can do the math on that. It's like, oh, it's a pretty big investment if you think, and 30,000 is a lot. That's a lot to move right there. So I don't know. I don't know if we'll be seeing that at Monroe Pop Fest this year. But I think one of the guys who was one of the voices from Dragon Ball had a bunch of customs made that he would move at cons, and they move quick. I saw people lining up, huge long lines for those, and then people were acting like they would step on their mother's necks to get one of those. So I mean, he would sign them and everything. So um, yeah, it was pretty cool. Gary said it used to be 5,000 pieces, and then it went up every year, and now it's way beyond 5,000. So thank you, Gary. Gary J. Paulette, give him a shout out. Um,
Ming,
he's a
did you
man.
get a chance? I know I missed you at the New York Toy Fair. Did you get to um, do some touring over there and get to check out the Funkos?
I did. I spent most of my time at the Funko booth, and man, was that a beautiful! I mean, their booth is always so beautiful with like that. It looks like reclaimed wood
Yeah.
and a lot of lights. And they were debuting their new sodas. I guess they're just called Funko Sodom, where on the outside it's a soda can, and you can lift open the top, and you get a figure inside. Plus, they're calling it a collectible cardboard disc. They're not legally able to call it a Pog, because I guess someone bought the rights to the Pog name.
Yeah.
And on that disc, it tells you how rare the figure is. So they had a bunch of Batman ones that I really wanted, and but I was talking to Sully, who works in marketing over at Funko, our good friend Sully from Houston, Texas, the guy behind the Nerd Food podcast. And he was like, man, I love these sodas. We were talking about ways to display them. And what I really wanted to do was get one of those super old school soda machines, the ones with the wood paneling, and you could see the cans on the outside and display them that way. So we're scheming to see if like on eBay or on Facebook Marketplace, someone is ditching one of those. So yeah, I thought those were pretty cool, and yeah, I saw a whole bunch of stuff that they're coming out with, which is pretty crazy. And
Yeah, that's close to you to be over there. New York is just, just a stroll for you. But that was my first time going there, and I was very just mind blown going
yeah,
to
did
for
you
the
go
first
all
time.
4 days?
I went actually. I flew in Friday and flew out Sunday, so I had
Oh
Saturday
man,
only, and I took
wow.
advantage of it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I got to go to the Mattel booth. I got the whole tour at Mattel. Went to McFarlane Toys and got to meet Todd over there, and then a few
Oh
other places
man.
I got to go to. So I mean, it worked out for me for a last minute trip. It
Wow,
was
you
a
did
blast.
really good. I fully intended to go either Friday or Saturday, and I couldn't make it. So ultimately, I wound up over there on I think actually I couldn't make it until Tuesday. So and I had about 4 hours, and so I was running around like a madman, and I saw pretty much everything that I think I wanted to see, except the Hasbro. I had no idea was off site,
Yeah,
and I was
I
like,
was
oh
disappointed
crap,
by
and I didn't
that.
have time to go over there. And
But I got a selfie with Shaq though. Got to meet Shaq over there when he came
why
there
was
for the
Shaq at Toy Fair?
yeah, he's like the ambassador for Tonka, and he was there for the ribbon cutting ceremony. And then he was hanging out with like the Care Bear section and just checking out like that company over there. It's pretty interesting.
Is there anything that guy doesn't do? He's a basketball star. I think he owns a whole bunch of I can't remember which restaurant it is, but he owns a whole bunch of fast food chains, and he's been in a couple movies, and now he's a spokesman for Icy Hot and for Tonka, which is
I diversify, right? What you do.
I love it. So if anybody tuning in, you can join in on this video conversation as well. Hit that link uh, that is on the bottom there. bit.ly/2UWR47U. I should have made that a custom something like chat with Ming or something, and you can hang out with me and my friend Sean here. But this for anybody who wants to connect with other people very easily, if you have a laptop or a desktop and a webcam, go to zoom.us, and you can sign up for a free account. I upgraded, so this particular one, I think we can have up to 100 people chime in and and hang out. So please, by all means, come in, ask questions, and hang out with us. I um, so yeah, I don't have any art to sell, but I think I guess I dug out my convention binder here, And I guess I was gonna do like a random autograph sale, and I was like, what do I have in here? So I just so happened to have. I don't even know where I got this. This is a 8x10. That glare stinks. But it's signed by Mike Zapsik and Walt Flanagan. I'll sign that for you too. If you want Venmo and PayPal, $10, man. This is yours for $10. I'll free shipping. I'll send that out to you for anybody, any comic book man fans who have space on their walls, or if you're quarantined, you can just mount it up and you just sit there, you can stare at it. Like, wow, that's awesome. So, and I think here's oh, I have another one here. This is Us with Stan Lee, also signed by Mike and Walt, and I'll tag it there for you too, if if you want it. I don't even know where these came from. I think I had a whole bunch. I think I had them sign a couple of them. Yeah, or if you want PayPal or Venmo, $10, I'll get. You get a random selection unless you remember or watch back at these. You can see what I'm holding up here. That's the Ming Chen thwack. I'm like, geez, what else do I have here in the magic bag here? Oh, there's this one of us standing very heroically. I should have gotten Kevin to sign a bunch of these as well. He was busy touring though, and I don't know why I have this. This is me, Brian Quinn from Practical Jokers, and Brian Johnson, and I think I thought, oh, I have a random Brian Quinn picture here. I don't have his autograph on it, so you're gonna have to hit him up for that.
How's the movie?
It was great. So I got to, for any of you Jokers fans out there, I got to go to the premiere in New York City, which luckily they were able to release that movie before all this happened, and they had a premiere up in New York City, and I thought it was great. It's a mix of like movie acting, there's a plot, and then it's intercut with challenges. So. Real life challenges, and I think I haven't asked Q about this yet, but it looked like they either took the challenges that were either too hot for TV, or they kind of saved some of their best, like the best ones that they did, and they're like, oh no, let's save this one for the movie, and those are the ones they put in the movie. So I mean, they really curated the ones that they really wanted. Hello, my friend Sarah Vogel is here, and She's asking me if I have the Speedo photo. I should. I don't think I sold out of those, so I think I should. Sarah, you might be in luck. I should have one here somewhere. I can't. If I find it, I'll. I wanted to say if I find it, I'll whip it out, but that's not exactly true. Oh, I have this one too. This is the. This one's a Scavengers Assemble, and it's us on top of a rooftop as all hell is breaking loose, in what looks like New York City. That's a good one. The Speedo photo. Do I have that one? I don't know why. It must be in another folder or something, or a box. But if you go into my IMDb page, in the gallery, it's like one of the first photos that come up. And somebody saw it and they're like, "Hey, you should sell that photo." And I was like, "Really?" I'm like, "No, who would want that?" And as it turns out, it's been actually sort of popular. So. Kyle Northern said, if you get a pic signed by everyone, you'll pay extra if you can get Brian to sign it. Brian Quinn or Brian Johnson? Brian Quinn is very hard to get to. Brian Johnson, also very hard to get to. Although right now, everyone's hard to get to. So that's why I have the ones that are already signed by Mike and Walt. I might be able to get Mike to sign one. Like maybe I can run by his house and like slide it under his door, wait for him to sign it, and then slide it back. Because we're all under stay-at-home lockdowns right now. So, have they locked down Texas yet? I didn't hear anything yet.
No, not yet. I don't think it's. I mean, it'll only happen if really drastic changes are made. But no, everything is so far decent, I guess.
Texas, man. I guess Texas is so spread out that everyone is already social distancing.
Yeah, we have a lot of suburbs, around here, especially Houston.
Right.
Suburb central and stuff like that, but. It's been really quiet though, which is actually pretty nice. But been just binge watching. Or have you been watching anything? Catching up on things?
I haven't started yet. I heard there was something called Tiger or something on Netflix that I should be watching. So these are the two movies I've been watching. I've been watching Christian Slater's Pump Up the Volume, which is one of my favorites. And then if any of you have HBO Now, The Fred Savage, Christian Slater classic, The Wizard.
Yes, I
Is
watched that the other day. I love it.
it's such a it's such an underrated movie that
Yeah,
I think everybody should see it. There's the climax at the end is there's a big video game competition called Video Armageddon at the end, and it looks very much like the esports gaming tournaments now. Like it's not. Back then it was like what we thought, what we wanted, what we dreamed video game tournaments should have been, or might could be, and then Kyle Northrup in the house. What's up, Kyle?
What's up?
What's up? Are you at your shop?
We are.
Are you allowed to be at your shop?
Until midnight tomorrow. There's Amanda. She wants to be on the internet.
Oh yeah. What's up? What's up, Amanda? Be careful on that ladder, please.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. We have to get our Millennium Falcon down
Oh man.
before midnight.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Where did that come from?
So that is the Millennium Falcon. That was the Star Wars Battlefront display for
Oh.
Walmart.
Yes.
And
Whoa.
some Walmart employee was smart enough to steal it and donate it to a school. And then when the school needed money, I bought it from the school.
Well
So-
done, my friend. And now it graces the ceilings of your place.
Yes.
Well, what's your
Yeah,
place? What's your place called? Give it a shout out.
The Nexus 419. It's thenexus419.com for those of you who are into self plugs and that kind of thing.
As we are, yes.
Selfish plugs, yes. This is cool, man. I've never done anything on Zoom before.
Oh, really, dude? Zoom is so awesome. Again,
Right.
my fear is that it's so easy and to use that nobody's going to want to leave their houses anymore.
Well, that's good for us nerds. I mean, we've been working on that for 20 years.
Yeah, a lot of people have been. You know, I have two kids. They're 12 and 15. Everyone was like, "Hey, how are they doing?" I was like, "Man, they've been preparing for this for the last like decade and a half."
Right?
Yeah, for
I have-
sure.
Yeah. I got something to show you I found yesterday while we were working here that somehow became in my possession.
Oh man, the build up, everybody.
Right? It's in here. I gotta find it. It's in my storage room. I have the one of a kind Ming Chen Monroe Pop Fest banner.
Whoa,
Yes.
a rarity
Here,
indeed.
You know where that went? Ming's banner that I somehow wound up having at the end of Monroe Pop Fest last year. It's here.
Probably in the cutoff box.
It is. It's in my con box.
Well, I mean, I
But
think
no.
I think you earned it, my friend. I think you got my ass out there. So I mean, it's the
Well, that's
least,
fair.
it's the
It
least
would
they
have
could
been really
have given
funny
you.
just to have that unrolled and be walking around with it behind me right now.
I remember Sean. I think 2 years ago there was a kid with his family. I think I've seen him for the last 3 years, and I ended up giving him the con banner, the Comic Palooza one. I'm like, well, surely Comic Palooza probably got 5 of these. They don't need this
Right.
one. So I gave it to the kid, and then I saw him again last year, and I heard like it's this big ass banner, and they said they were like, yeah, he hangs it in his room. I'm like, oh, so like that's the last thing he sleeps with that thing. That's kind of weird, but all right, that's cool. Anything for the children.
There you go.
So I'm gonna hang up because I should probably make sure she doesn't fall off a ladder.
Right. Okay.
But seriously though, if you can get one of those things signed by Brian Johnson, like we'll pay extra.
All right. Let me. I'll see if I
You
can
can
get
find
it.
whatever rock he's under, you know.
He's also he doesn't really love leaving home either. So I think he's doing pretty well right now. Although
Right.
I'll give you a Brian Johnson story real quick. He just bought one of these boards that I love using. It's called the Zoom. Hang on, I got the box here. This is the Zoom L8 mixing board. This is the board to use if you're stuck at home during a pandemic and you still need to podcast and live stream. This thing is awesome. Apparently, Brian just bought one and he's having trouble using it because he's impatient and he was having trouble with it. I'm like, dude, I'll help you out, but he has a tendency of throwing iPads and very expensive gadgets against walls and floors. And I'm like, hey, before you throw that board as hard as you can against the wall, let me know so I can talk you down off the ledge, or so I can buy it from you because I could use
Right.
another one. Yeah, he's an angry young man, but but let me see if I will get a group signed photo for you for sure.
Awesome, man. It was good to see you guys.
Yeah,
Good to
you
be
too,
here.
my friend. Good
Thanks for
luck
coming out.
disassembling everything and stay
Yeah.
safe.
See ya. Bye, guys.
Cal Norther, everybody.
Later.
Nexus 419. Check him out. Check him out.
How do I leave? There we go.
Yeah, you just hit, I think, leave meeting. There you go. Yeah. This is cool, man. So,
It's
again,
fun.
if you want to join in with us, and whether we've met or not, it doesn't matter. I want to meet everybody. This is online quarantine con, everybody. This is how we do it. Go to that URL that is underneath my banner on the name here. Bit.ly.com or not no.com bit.ly/2UWR47U, and you two can join us. Holly Bird, my friend from Albuquerque, New Mexico, my dear friend who I miss and love very much. Yes, there is a Speedo photo out there. If you Google search it, it'll come up. I have a hard copy version somewhere around here that if you really want one, I will send it to you. That'll be my trip for the day where I go to the I go and take it to the post office for sure, which is cool. Mark Stewart watched The Hunt last night. That's what he's been binge watching. Yeah, I just been watching old movies. So The Wizard, Pump Up the Volume. I think I'm gonna give Blade Runner another watch probably, and yeah, but I got to start watching. My problem is I rewatch old stuff like the Twilight Zone. All the Twilight Zone episodes are on Netflix.
Yeah.
I gotta, the newest thing I watched was McMillions though. That was cool.
That's what I watched. I was gonna ask you if you watched that yet. I watched that.
Yeah, McMillions was freaking awesome.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I remember hearing about that story, but I didn't have all the full details. And
They still don't. I mean, they don't know how he technically grabbed them.
yeah, oh yeah, for sure. I think there was I don't want to spoil it for anybody, so I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
okay,
say.
moving on,
So,
yeah.
but definitely watch that. But yeah, I'm gonna watch Tiger King, The Hunt. If anybody else has any recommendations, please throw them out. Zeta Cheryl, what's up? She's from Arizona. I have to find you. I have to find all of you guys. Can't wait to travel again. I was really looking forward to all this. And definitely being in Houston again. I miss
Yeah, Coral Sword.
Coral Sword, which is still open for takeout.
Yes.
So there's food, there's great coffee over there, and I'm sorry, say that you're in New Mexico, not Arizona, New Mexico. And one of my local bars, they serve food, so they're able to do takeout, and they're also doing takeout beer, which they sell packaged goods, but they're not allowed to have people drinking in the bar, so they grabbed a bunch of mason jars, and they're filling those up with draft beer and selling them for like $10. So I took advantage of that yesterday. I might take advantage of it again today. Yeah, that was pretty fun. So I love everyone's just getting creative now. Also, I told that bar, I was like, hey, if they shut everything down and you have any kegs left around, I would buy one for our kegerator. Although the kegerator I left back at our studio, and yesterday so we're not supposed to be leaving our houses. So, and they put the order down at 9 p.m. last night. So the first thing I did is I went to both of our studios. I grabbed as much stuff as I could, just in case I couldn't get back to them. I didn't want to be like, oh man, I forgot something. And so I grabbed everything I could, but I'm like, hey, do I wheel the kegerator back home too? And ultimately I didn't. Like, I didn't really have anything to throw it into. So I needed like a minivan or something. And but don't cry for me. I've got plenty of booze here. I mean, yeah, and liquor stores are still open here in New Jersey. They're considered a necessity, so you can still go to the liquor store. And yeah, I was thinking, I was like, man, can you imagine if they mandated that all the liquor stores closed? I think then you would have a riot for sure.
A lot of crying people for sure. Forget food; it's all about alcohol.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, for sure, the crime rate would go up. So, Mike Silk, what's up? Mike Silk said, "Is the studio closed? You booked a stream next weekend." Yeah, Mike. Yeah, the governor says all non-essential businesses are closed, and if you do have a place of business, you have to work from home. So, Mike, uh, if it's not been lifted by next week, we can either reschedule from when all this blows over and we're all partying, or we can connect you virtually for sure. Just like me and Sean are doing now. You see how well this works. It's
Yeah, I'm
great,
very
man.
surprised. This is awesome.
I know Sean's clear. I can like almost count the pores in his face and like every bit of hair in his.
You see all the whites coming in.
I like you can sit there and count each and every one of his toys back there. So, I need to dress this. I need to dress this place up a little bit. So
Give me
this
a
is
green
I'm actually in
screen
my
top.
living room, and it's a whole makeshift. I'm literally on a card table that my wife dug out, and because she didn't want me taking over the kitchen table, and yeah, I was able to kind of fit everything here. So, Holly Bird asked, do I have any Malort? So Malort is a liquor distilled in Chicago, and it is bar none one of the worst tasting. It not one of the worst is the worst tasting not only liquor but anything that I've ever had, and they only have it in Chicago, but I managed to get 2 bottles so far. And Holly asked me if I have any Malort. So last night I was moving everything out, and I was like, do I take a bottle of Malort with me? And ultimately I decided to leave it behind because I didn't want to. I don't know. Like, let's say I'm at home, right, and like the world's for sure ending. Do I sit there and celebrate with a shot of the worst tasting substance on earth? Probably not. I've got enough great bourbon and scotch here that I think I would probably go out with that. So that so I did not grab the Malort. Malort, Holly says, and I'll back her up on this. I'll concur. Malort tastes like hot rubber bands. And yeah, that and like sweaty underwear, and yeah, and Mike Zapsik's gym shoes. So yeah, it's pretty bad. It is pretty bad. So so yeah, for anybody watching online, if you want to join in, if you have a laptop, if you have a phone, if you have a tablet, Zoom works at pretty much on any platform. Hit that URL, that long-winded URL I have here. Actually, I'll let me see. I think I could copy it again too if I could find. Here we go. I will paste it up again for anybody who wants to hit it and try to join in, because this is fun, man. It's a total party right here. So I'm gonna copy and paste here. Join in. All right.
When was the last time you went to a movie theater?
God, man, that's a great question. I'm trying to remember what I saw last.
Other than Impractical Jokers, what was after that?
There was what I like. I literally bought a ticket for. What came out in the last? Hang on, let me look. I should remember. Release.
February had Birds of Prey and Sonic.
Okay, I did not see either of those.
Uh-oh.
Now I'm regretting it, but
Sonic comes out on digital on 31st, and I think Birds of Prey soon too. But
oh, thank God! All right, cool. That's awesome. What the heck did I see? I was at the theater eating popcorn, drinking an icy. I took my kid.
was it Onward?
It was not Onward. It was before that. Why?
Doolittle? Did you see Doolittle?
No. It will come to me. All right, here I'm pulling up. Wasn't Bad Boys for Life.
That was a pretty good movie.
Yeah. Here, you know what? I think it might have been Rise of Skywalker. That might have been the last movie I saw at the theater. Yeah, that would have been December. So yeah, I don't think I went to the theater at all this year yet. So, been so busy, and now that's all I want to do is sit back with a popcorn and icy, go to the movie theater.
Last one I saw was Bloodshot.
How was it?
It was. I mean, it was okay.
Okay.
It was just okay. Nothing mind blowing, but got the job done, I guess. For Vin Diesel.
Yeah,
action
Vin Diesel,
flick.
man. Vin Diesel, who got paid a lot of money to say "I am Groot." Not bad at all.
But it was cool. I mean, it is what it is when it comes to those movies. They're not going to be mind blowing sometimes.
that earth shattering. Yeah, but I mean, I think we want all comic book movies to be as good as everything that Marvel puts out.
Yeah, it seems really hard though. Apparently.
And so, Shane Bauer, the guys from Geekly Gab in the house. What's up? Thank you for joining us at the Monroe Online Quarantine Con. Yeah, and Mike Silk. Yes, book next week. Well, Mike will get on. Mike will jump on with you. I will jump on with you. And I think you said it was Sandra's birthday, so have her jump on as well. We gotta get like 4 windows going, and it'll be like we're all in the same room, and which is cool. I love the tagline for this Monroe Online Quarantine Con was like no deodorant and no clean clothes necessary. That anybody can join in. So, but yeah, if you have a phone, a tablet, you can join in on the Zoom conversation as well, which is.
Did you see
cool.
what ESPN was doing today? Bringing the Ocho.
No, what are they doing?
Ocho, like from Dodgeball the movie, where they.
Oh
just
no,
show,
really?
Yeah, so they're like showing like competition, food eating, Tetris championship, arm wrestling, dodgeball, all these axe throwing. So now ESPN2 is called ESPN the Ocho.
Oh right, okay.
Dodgeball, like kind of a spin off from the dodgeball movie.
Oh, that's awesome.
These, other types of sports, I guess. There's a long list of stuff. They're doing it today on today's Sunday.
Oh, the Meatloaf is here. Anthony Meatloaf Benavides. What up? I'm not even wearing pants. All right. Well, you don't even know if me or Sean are wearing pants either, so. That's cool, man. And then the NHL is running EA Sports NHL 2020 simulations.
NASCAR's doing that too.
And yes, and I'm loving it because first of all, the New Jersey Devils are 2-0, and they crushed the Islanders the other day, which was cool. I saw all the highlights. They won 8-6 the other day. So, I mean, and yeah, which is. I mean, it's it's not bad actually. Watching it, you know, through. I mean, it's very, the 3D rendering is very good. The gameplay is very good. The commentary is great. So, and when your favorite team is winning, this is the way they should just do the rest of the season. Just run simulations.
I mean, that's what they probably have to do now. I mean, that's the future of esports. It's going to be a big time thing.
Yeah, Pat Kawula is in the house. They're WrestleMania 30.
Yeah,
7:00 on ESPN today too. So that's I love it, man. I guess you know, the WWE Network and the app already have it. They should rerun WrestleMania 3. I think that was my favorite one.
And the one in Tampa Bay that's happening. I guess it's 2 nights now.
Yeah.
The new WrestleMania coming up.
Yeah, I have to. I gotta get my friend on. So my friend Ashley, she's an MMA fighter, but she also works in media production. And I saw in her Insta story, I think 2 days ago, that she was at a hotel. I'm like, dude, what the aren't you at? You can't go to. Why aren't you at home for all this? It's like, oh no, I'm working WrestleMania. I was like, holy crap, what's that? I gotta get the inside scoop on what that was like. I can't even imagine. But I saw some of the clips with the empty arena over at the whatever their training complex.
Yeah, what'd you think?
Weird, just so weird. 2 guys yelling at each other, and God bless them. I mean, they put all their heart into it. They were acting as if there were 30,000 screaming fans in there, and it was empty, and you could hear all the echoes and everything, and it was weird. It was very weird. I love that they're going on though. I mean, I love it. They could have easily been like, you know what, we're gonna postpone, but yeah, entertainment, man.
They're selling T-shirts that said "I wasn't there" at WrestleMania. Like they're like, it's actually on the WWE website. You can buy shirts that I wasn't there. I didn't make it.
That's awesome. I might have to pick one of those up. Just it's history, man. That's cool. Have you been out to the stores out there in Houston? Have you been to the? There's a store called HEB, which stands for was it Herbert Eat Butts?
Yeah, I went to HEB actually before all this kind of went down, but they're restocking pretty well. I went to a couple stores. There's only a few people, and then grocery stores like HEB, there's a big line. I know that. I've been seeing it online.
Yeah,
all my friends posting all the big long lines, and I can't go to HEB right now. I might go during some odd hour or something if I really need something, but I have enough.
Did you stock up on anything?
I tried to be healthy, but I couldn't do it.
You know what? You guys probably have plenty of that. I'm gonna have trouble finding, and I have trouble finding now. Pat, what's up?
What's up, Pat?
But this Topo Chico, my friends,
Oh,
the oh, there we go. Topo Chico is a mineral water from Monterey, Mexico, and is probably one of the best substances on earth. I fell in love with this stuff in Texas, and when I got back to Jersey, they didn't have it. And then I was tipped off by a very good friend that they sell it in the Hispanic aisle of select Walmarts here in New Jersey.
there you go.
The problem is the friend who told me about that. Now we're in a constant battle to see who can get to the Walmart first to buy all of them.
Well, nobody wins that battle right now.
Nope.
Yeah,
Not at all.
yeah, not. Pat Cool, what's up? Traverse City, Michigan. How are you?
Enjoying quarantine.
I figured you would. I mean, I know you're a man that gets out. I see you at almost every Michigan convention that I go to. See your happy, smiling face. And I'm jealous. Everyone's got a cool setup, and if I were in the studio, I would also have my cool setup. But now, yeah, it's pretty dull over here. I got
It's too cool.
That's only part of the setup.
I know. I know. Pat, how many Funko Pop figures do you think you have?
I'm only at about 60. I think 60, 65 or something. I'm very picky on what I collect. Like I collect Kingdom Hearts, and I collected the whole Saga line, and then a couple hit or miss. But I'm picky with what I want, because I know if I fall down the rabbit hole completely, I'm gonna be bankrupt and divorced.
That's a hard hole to crawl out of for sure. I have one Saga Funko, is the Lion Cat from New York Comic Con, from the Skybound Image booth from a couple years ago. So Sean,
Yeah,
how many pops do you have?
Probably 300 or so. And I started actually a long time ago too, before they even like hit off. So like I used to get every single Batman one that came out.
Yeah.
And so that was where I started, and even the bobbleheads. You know, when there were bobbleheads, I had a few of those. So kind of started before all the whole craziness. But I've stopped actually, so I've kind of retired.
I like try to stop, and then they come out with like Die Hard. It's like, dang it. And I think it was about a year ago they came out with the ones that. So every time I would see Funko, they're like, "Well, what do you want that we don't make?" And I'm like, "All right, two properties, Lost Boys and Point Break." And they're like, "Oh, okay, we'll consider that." And they did. They made the Lost Boys ones about a year ago, which are amazing. And I'm hoping they make a Point Break line. That would be pretty sweet. Gary Busey as a Funko Pop figure. That would be awesome. So I was like, you know what? I don't need any more. And then, yeah, they keep coming out with like stuff that I absolutely have to have. So, and yeah, now, now the Mandalorian ones are out. Anthony Meatloaf is trying to collect all of those.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then so we recently moved studios. We moved 2 floors up in our building. And as I was reassembling everything, I just kept pulling pops out from boxes, and these were all pops that we had in the other place. I just couldn't see them because they were hidden behind books and comic books and all this other stuff. I'm like, yo, Mike, man, where did all these come from? And I was like, they were there, man. These didn't just magically appear. I'm like, yeah, I guess you're right. So
It's an addiction, I guess. The only thing that might bring me back is getting some more Back to the Future pops, because I'm trying to do a cool setup with my collection of Back to the Future.
oh man, that's cool. I got the hazmat, the Darth Vader Marty McFly.
Oh,
Yeah,
see,
from
I don't
New York
have that.
Comic Con. That one's probably that's one of my favorites for sure. And
I got to when I went to, I guess was it Fan Expo in Dallas. I took one of my DeLoreans, and not a Funko, but like an actual replica, and got both the Christopher Lloyd and Michael J. Fox to sign it.
Dude,
So that's like my holy grail right now. So I'm trying to build around it.
that's awesome. And yeah, Leah Thompson does a lot of conventions, so
Yeah.
yeah, probably grab her. I got the one Back to the Future autograph that I thought I would never get, and I went to a horror convention, and for somehow they got Crispin Glover to come out.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That is
yeah,
awesome.
and they got me in with him, and it was pretty cool. So, yo, what's up, Fan Champ in the house? What's going on? Your audio is connecting, and if it connects, I think you have to unmute yourself, or he got audio, but feel free to chime in, my friend. Wow, now it's a party. And Kyle Northrup asked Pat, "Why do you look stoned? You know why? Are you in fact stoned?"
No, just that's how I always look.
So what would you look like stoned then? You might look normal. So
I
yeah,
don't think anybody wants to see that.
that's yeah. So I got Crispin Glover autograph, which it was pretty crazy. So he had a couple rules. One, like that you could line up to see him, but he would only admit one person one by one in the room. So, and then the other one was no cosplay, no Back to the Future cosplay.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he cosplays any other things, but he's still pretty mad about not getting paid properly for Back to the Future 2, which is why he got replaced. But yeah, he's still kind of bitter at that. Although he'll sign the items and everything, but Back to the Future cosplay, no go. Uh-oh, here we go. A new player has entered the arena. Monroe Pop Fest in the house, connected audio. What's up, my friend? Oh, did he freeze up? Or so close. Well, we see your frozen face, so there you go.
Oh, there's Gary.
What's up, my friend?
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Am I froze up already?
Nope, you're good now. You're good.
It took me this long to figure out how to do it.
Yeah, not that hard, right?
It's like 2 buttons.
Two? That's a lot more than 2 for me.
It's literally 2 buttons.
Oh, come on. It's like 4 buttons. 4 buttons, and 2 of them are wrong.
This is fun.
Gary, aren't you the one running the tech for the podcast? I mean, Rhino's not doing that shit.
I have a studio for that. People do that stuff for me.
Like I can't see Terry doing the tech for that.
And that's why Shared Universe will live on after all this is over. We handle all that stuff. So Gary, this is cool. Thank you for putting all this together. Really appreciate it. And I think it's cool that you're helping everybody out. Also, so I guess 8:00 tonight, right? We got Ann Mahoney coming in, correct?
She was on last night.
Oh, last night.
Yeah, she was on last night. She did an hour and a half last night.
Holy crap! All right, wow, she's pretty amazing.
She was so sweet. Such an awesome lady.
Yeah, she why she's awesome. She's well because she's awesome. She's also from New Orleans, so that's cool. But yeah, we've partied together. We
She
partied.
dropped a few F-bombs. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, we partied in Tucson, Arizona. Or no, we were in Las Cruces, New Mexico, with Gary Busey.
Oh God!
But we couldn't get him to come out with us, if you can believe it. All he wanted to do is sit outside the hotel and smoke cigars.
There's like 5 people on there now. Look at that.
I love it. It's Fancham, what's up?
Hey, Ming, what's up? What's up, guys?
Thank you for joining us at Monroe Online Quarantine Con. How are you?
I'm gonna lose my mind. This is oh my god. Target is completely wiped out over here. No toilet paper, no paper towels, nothing.
Oh man.
Well, I mean, I guess the big joke right now is, you don't need toilet paper when you have 90s comics. So,
Get the dollar bin out.
yeah, Mike Zapsik was like, well, which which comic would you use as toilet paper? And I have a pretty big run of the Deviate comic from that Image put out in the late 90s. That's worthy of toilet paper.
If anybody's got any Cyberfrog, I could use that as toilet paper.
Yeah, I'm sure all of us right here has a small stash of 90s comics. And if not, you can mail order them. You can hit up Mike Zapsik. He'll mail them to you. Which yeah. So Rhonda Miller is in the house. What's up, Rhonda Miller? Riley and Rob say hello. Hello, Riley and Rob. What's up? We love this. Michael Winiger from Astronomicon.
Like vinegar.
Yeah, Winiger is in the house. We were talking about pop collections. Hey, what's up?
Hi.
What's up? All right. Well, you guys look like you're doing fine.
Oh, we're surviving.
All right. You don't think He's
It's supposed to be Jersey HorrorCon this weekend. New Jersey HorrorCon. I was gonna like podcast there and anything, and my 50th episode's coming up, so it's like, talk about timing.
yeah. I think this whole thing's thrown a big monkey wrench in all of our fun plans. So
Yeah, this was supposed to be
Oh, it
HorrorCon this
sucks.
weekend, wasn't it?
yeah, in Cincinnati.
HorrorCon. And my birthday's Friday, and I'm like, I took off 4 days of work for this.
Can't you get him back? Or are you still working?
He's redeemed the tickets for June.
It's gonna be June 26th, 27th, and 28th.
Okay. I may actually be over there because my one of my favorite actors, Ki Kwan, who played Short Round in Temple of Doom.
I don't know if don't know if he's gonna come yet. They didn't confirm me yet. I don't know quite sure yet.
I'll text him like, dude.
But I know Kerry. Yeah, come and get his butt there.
I will. No time for love, Dr. Jones. I'll get your slick shoes over here, dude.
Should they bring back Short Round for the next Indiana Jones movie?
They should. They absolutely
I hope so.
should. I think. I mean, you would have my $8 automatically if that happened.
I think they should too.
You're in Jersey. There's no way it's $8. That's like a Saturday senior matinee.
Yeah, it's a senior matinee, $8.
All right, you caught me. It's it's not. I don't know. $8 used to be the standard price for all movies. It's not anymore.
That was probably like 10 years ago.
That's cool.
Jersey, it's got to be like 14.
Yeah, Shane Bauer, if you're still here, how do you join in this epic conversation? Go to the URL, which I'm about to paste in here, and join in if you would like. So,
Hey, I just want to say one thing. When you guys get a chance after this live, make sure you go check out the Quarantine Con and shop at these great artists and vendors that are. We've got hundreds of things for sale right now, so I just want you guys to take a look and support those guys that really don't have a means to, show their wares right now.
yeah, absolutely. How can we find that?
Yeah, it's at the 2020 Monroe Online Quarantine Con. It's at the Monroe Pop Fest page. It's one of our events. Just click on the event, and then they're listing all their stuff for sale right there. So.
Okay, fantastic. And still as of now, we're able to mail things out. Thank goodness. So
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
So,
If that stops, then I'm out of work. Because I actually work at a warehouse. They bring mail to me, and I can do packages and mail. So if mail stops, then I'm out of work.
Well, let's hope it don't get to that far.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
No, I don't see mail stopping no matter what.
Yeah.
They're not going to stop shipments and stuff because that's
They gotta ship.
Yeah, shipping, grocery stores, restaurants, that all stay open. You just can't gather.
Yeah, although this whole virus reminded me of the episode of the Simpsons where everyone gets it's like the Japanese flu with little red dots coming out of the box. That's what it reminded me of. So hopefully it doesn't spread that way. But
It's crazy.
China's not getting any new reported cases, so
yeah, thank goodness. So man, yeah, I'm really hoping this is over soon. But if we
I'm
can't
pretty
get
sure they're
out,
opening Beijing Disneyland and everything.
Oh,
like,
really?
within a week. Yeah.
What are we, a couple months behind them?
Yeah, we're about 9 to 10 weeks behind them.
So hopefully
Yeah,
in the next month or two, we should start seeing some progress.
yeah, we're really we're
yeah.
right on the outside of the time frame there, Gary.
I'm pulling for you, man.
Forward. Man,
thank goodness.
Why don't you tell everybody what you got going on then?
well, we've got some announced. Like we've got Bill Morrison coming. We've got Garrett Gunn from Source Point Press, his Franklin and Ghost, which is becoming a animated series now. And that may parlay into some other things that we don't have signed yet, so we can't really talk about. But if you look up the Franklin and Ghost, you might get some hints as to who might be coming to the show. Steve Levine, we just announced from TMNT Adventures, so lots of fun going on. Angel Medina's coming back. We love Angel; he's a super good dude.
Well, I'm pulling for you, man. I hope it settles down by your time.
Yeah, we've got 2 big announcements coming, and we're hoping to. We're going business as usual, same as Motor City is.
Yep, you have to.
That's
And they're
awesome.
2 weeks ahead of us, so
What are the dates again?
Memorial Day weekend, 22nd, 23rd, 24th of May. Sounds right.
Yes.
It's just Memorial Day weekend. That's all I say. It's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday Memorial Day weekend.
All right, easy enough to remember. And for anybody who hasn't been to Cherry Capital Comic Con, I was honored to be a guest last year, and I had a blast, man. You guys, you guys are nuts.
No,
You guys are
it's
nuts.
super tame. We don't. There's nothing that goes on. It's boring.
I think I got yeah. I think I at the end of every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I was feeling pretty good at the end of each night. We'll leave it at that. But
What was it? 1 a.m. Taco Bell, Ming?
oh, I think it was one. Yeah, and that was on a Sunday, right? So I think that was the only thing open.
Wow.
On our way back to the resort after the closing party, we
I
had
did it on
Taco Bell
Zoom,
and
but it's
sat
just
in the-
showing.
sat in the lobby of the hotel arguing about Last
Where
Jedi.
Yeah, that was. I hope we get to do that again soon.
Do some karaoke too, huh?
Yes, for you guys throw a heck of a karaoke party. Let's just put it that way. So
Karaoke too.
that was definitely fun. So so thank you guys so much, man. You yeah, I hope your show goes off without a hitch. It's great. What's the website for anybody who hasn't been there?
CherryCapitalComicCon.com.
Awesome.
And actually, I'm doing a whole big info dump on it. Probably in about 2 hours, I'm putting all the artist alley and vendors up there, and we've been kind of revealing them slowly. And I'm doing a full website update. So get everybody that's currently announced up there and keep going as usual. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, what else do you have to do? So besides binge watch everything.
well, I still got to get Kickstarter survey out. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
only
for
at the end
sure.
of the night, too.
For sure. Right on, man. It's Memorial Day weekend. Head up to Traverse City, Michigan. It's one of my favorite Michigan conventions, and I had the privilege of being at last year. And yeah, it was cool. They made me a cherry pie. The resort, they made me a cherry pie with all the Justice League symbols on it. Like, that was,
cool.
and it was a dang good pie too. I may or may not have eaten it for dessert after that Taco Bell run. I won't confirm or deny that, but it was pretty amazing. So
We need a Ming's travel guide. Is what we need with all your adventures.
It's funny you say that. I was thinking the same thing recently. Like, he goes to all these places and he has all these like hidey hole bars
Yeah.
and restaurants, and like they're
Yeah.
little spots, and he just finds them all. And I'm like, man, we need like the Zagat guide from me.
Yeah.
I should use this time to work on that for sure. So all these things. If I could just stop podcasting for a second and live streaming.
You have been a little obsessed with the Facebook Live this week.
It's connecting me with all my favorite people though, so which is cool. And then, if anyone watching right now has never played a Jackbox game, oh man, so much fun.
I'm about to pick up a pack of those to start doing that too, and having people jump in, because those are fun as hell, dude.
Yeah, the one we did last night was a game called Drawful, where you draw and people try to guess what it is. That one's free right now. So if you head over to just Google search Jackbox games, Drawful 2 is free. But so I used to play it, at parties in person. Never imagining, it's like, wait a minute, because I saw some dudes like, wait a minute, you can live stream these and have people from around the world play. And it's like, yeah, dude. I was like, holy crap! So I tried it and it was pretty amazing. So so yeah, we'll be using that to pass the time for sure. So,
so long as we don't get random racists again.
Oh yeah, that was weird. So yesterday I decided to stream. Before I was streaming to Facebook and Twitch and YouTube, and I made the mistake of streaming also to Twitter last night, and we were getting all sorts of weirdos. I guess there's a big rash of Jackbox Games trolls where people guys just stood around just trying to jump in people.
I probably reported that Twitch channel. Yeah, I might have done that.
Yeah. It was very weird. So I was like, all right, I'm going to stop twitching to Twitch for now. So I don't get all these weirdos, and it calmed down a little bit after that. So, but yeah, definitely stay tuned to this live stream. We're going to be gaming a lot more. And somebody asked about video games, if we were going to do video gaming, and yeah, the answer is yes, for sure. So Shane Bowers says he is having trouble jumping in. He needs the meeting ID. I can get that for you. Shane, the meeting ID is, here, I'll type it down here, 431 044 635 431. Sorry, I mistyped that. 431 or 635. And then it's probably going to ask for a password, which is, I just put it up on the screen here, but password is 430689 if it asks you.
Or
And,
if you just download the app Zoom. And Zoom 2 app on the phone.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, but this is cool.
The
We can
Zoom app.
we could do, yeah. But yeah, I think Pat, I think you're right. I mean, live stream like 5 times a day. I can't stay off this, man. I can't.
No, we love seeing your face, though.
Yes, I love seeing your faces too, for sure. So I threw a thing up since we were kind of talking about the Goonies. I threw a thing up. I didn't even know what I was going to talk about on this thing. I didn't know if anybody else would jump on with me. But I was like, you know what? If you jump on, I'll name my top 10 '80s movies, which is kind of like shooting fish in a barrel. But I want to get everybody else to chime in, whether you're on the chat or whether you're here in person. These are in no particular order. So, but I'll go. These are my top 10 '80s movies. I go start number 10. Ridley Scott's Blade Runner for sure. The one that kind of changed sci-fi forever. And I'm currently obsessed with Deckard's gun. There's a company out there called the Hollywood Collectibles Group that sells a spot-on metal replica of Deckard's blaster. The only problem with it is it's $1,000, and I'm like, in this time, like, that's probably the last thing I need. And but I'm currently obsessed with Deckard's blaster. So number 10, number 9, James Cameron's Aliens for sure. How do you make
Alien or Aliens?
Aliens, the 1986 James Cameron Aliens? How do you Shane, what's up? Shane from
Hey,
what's going on? I'm just rattling off my top 10 '80s movies. Feel free to chime in. James Cameron's Aliens for sure. Alien was great. How do you make the Ridley Scott Alien better? You put in more aliens, and then you arm people to the teeth, Space Marines, with a bunch of weapons. So while I don't have Deckard's blaster, I do have a pulse rifle from Aliens. So that's nothing to sneeze at. Number 8, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Who's on my list?
Who doesn't want to run around Chicago for a day unimpeded? Bueller. Yeah, who doesn't want to be the Sausage King of Chicago? Everybody wants that. Number 7, The Lost Boys. To me, the best vampire movie out there. R.I.P. Corey Haim, but and it had comic books in it.
Yep.
How could you not love Ferris Bueller? How could you not love The Lost Boys? Let's see, number 6, I guess, or number 5, The Goonies.
Oh yeah, classic.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, if me and my friends going off on a treasure hunt with no adult supervision, and there's an Asian character with gadgets. Come on. Number 5.
I saw the original program.
Oh yeah, for sure. And they
use those booty traps.
Yeah, booty traps. And they keep threatening to make a sequel, a continuation, and
I think that's over with now. They were going to get everyone back in it. Josh Brolin was in, and everybody, but
yeah, I hope by some miracle they'll be like, you know what, screw it, let's do it.
Would it be about like taking care of an elderly chunk? Is that what?
I mean, they're all in their 40s and 50s, so I mean, they're still. I think.
I wouldn't mind seeing a reimagining of Goonies though, like really just trying to find a new cast, find like somebody who's doing something really cool, like the people behind Stranger Things doing a Goonies.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like you got to find the right people with the right vision for it, but
you can do what they're doing with Ghostbusters. Kind of just have the original.
I'm
kind of
stoked to
this
see that. That looks amazing.
It does. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait. Speaking of Ghostbusters, that's next on the list for
I'm
sure.
gonna say it's gotta be coming up soon.
We came, we saw, we kicked its ass. Yes. And the flowers are still standing.
When someone asks if you're a god, you say yes.
Oh God.
And of course, one of the funnest days of my life is we got Ernie Hudson to come down, and somehow we got him to drive around in an ice cream truck selling comic books.
I remember that episode. That was a good one. That
Yeah.
was pretty cool.
And I love there's a line in that episode where Walt is like, "Hey Ernie, you ever think you'd be driving around in an ice cream truck selling comics?" He's like, "I didn't think I'd have to." Yeah. But I think he went with the other thing is that if there's a paycheck in it, I'll believe anything. So.
Right.
Next up on the list, the Karate Kid, for sure.
A big comeback with the Cobra Kai series.
Yeah, do you like Cobra Kai? Have you watched it?
Season 3 coming soon, too.
I have to catch up on season 2, which I think I'll be doing this week. So good though.
When is 3 supposed to come out? Hopefully.
I believe
Summertime.
the summer.
Okay.
Yeah, I
My
believe
first one.
I believe
Hopefully.
I believe they've wrapped. I saw a post from Ralph Macchio going, "Hey, if we could release it right now, we would, but they still have a little bit of post production to do on it." But I think he was talking. It's like, man, if I had the power to release it now, just to kind of take everybody's mind off what's going on right now, like he totally would. And I thought that was pretty cool. So
They said Chosen's supposed to come back.
that's what I heard too.
Chosen
Chosen
supposed to come
from
back.
from Okinawa. Like I think him and Johnny are going to Okinawa. I heard, and Chosen's back.
Please or something or.
Which means they got to bring Kumiko back too, right? And I heard Elizabeth Shue
Well,
is coming back.
You haven't seen season 2 yet, so I'm not gonna spoil it for you.
Ah,
But
okay,
just watch season 2.
okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. Next up on the list, Back to the Future, of course.
Yeah.
No question there. And then it's behind the flux capacitor tattoo.
Sick.
Like it's the thing that makes time travel possible. Everybody. And one day I will have a DeLorean.
Me too. I'll be with you. We get matching DeLoreans.
Yeah,
How
for
about
sure.
that? They're in Humble. They're outside Houston where they rebuilt them.
Oh yeah, the DMC, the DeLorean Motor Company.
Yeah, it's right outside Houston.
I
yeah.
want to visit that place. I guess I
Let's
didn't
do
know it
it.
was that close. We should go over there.
Should. I actually have a buddy that has one. We can probably take one up there.
Oh man,
They're also talking about re-releasing those.
I heard.
I believe they've been redesigning it and getting ready.
I thought I saw a prototype. And I'm like, all right.
I think it's going to be the same body they can do and just have modern parts to them, kind of like a resto mod that they do with some of these classic cars.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
but they're not going the stainless steel route though.
No, I don't think so.
No, they said that. I'm pretty sure I saw that somewhere. They're not going to do the stainless steel.
Stainless steel was so cool.
That's why I put in an order for the Cybertruck. I need my stainless steel.
That thing looks badass. It's like the Tumbler and like a DeLorean had a baby.
Yeah, and it's as fast as a Porsche. That's why I had to get one.
Heck yeah,
Hopefully it
man.
happens.
It'll happen. It'll happen. Yes, I can't wait to see you pulling up in that thing. Next up on the list, Highlander, Christopher Lambert, Sean
Oh, yeah.
Connery.
There can be only one.
Yes. My older cousin introduced me to that movie a couple years after it came out, and I was like, "Holy crap, what is this?" So, Immortality, Swords, Sean Connery and Clancy Brown, can't beat it. Fortunately, they screwed up the sequels, but hey, I'm
The
hoping.
series was
Like,
still
they're like,
pretty
by
damn
the
good.
way, they're also aliens, just to let you know.
Yeah, the planet Zeist,
Crazy, right?
and yeah, the TV series is pretty good too. Duncan MacLeod.
Hmm.
I almost got to meet Christopher Lambert. He was at a con in Canada, so I had my favorite Highlander poster overnighted to Calgary, Canada, and then when I got there, I found out his mom got sick and he had to cancel.
Oh man.
And somebody was like, "Wait, you have a Highlander poster?" It's like, "Well, you could get Adrian Paul to sign it." I'm like, "No, it's not the same." I'm like, what are you talking about, Adrian Paul? Yeah. So, and last but not least, on the top 10 80s movies list is Empire Strikes Back. So, 1980. I don't think there's any argument there.
None.
Probably my favorite of the Star Wars movies. So,
Uh,
yeah, I didn't list any honorable mentions, but I mean, there's so many to name. But I don't know, chime in. Anybody got anything else?
The Breakfast Club is
Yes.
on my list.
yeah, Breakfast Club's on my list.
I could watch. I would probably watch that 40 times. It's just I don't know. Some of the lines in those movies, you just remember them.
What about Monster Squad?
A Monster Squad? Yes, Wolfman's got nards. Hey, Mike Zapsik is in the house. Everybody say hi to Mike. Mike, you can jump in if you want. You should jump in.
Don't be afraid.
Mike Zapsik, did you ask the clerk when he'd be back? And he said he didn't know? Mike could definitely chime in on this conversation. Mike, we're talking our favorite 80s movies.
One movie that I'll watch if it's on is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh,
I'll stop
dude.
everything just to watch that.
That's a good comedy.
Great.
What about horror buffs in here? I would go with Evil Dead 2.
Nice.
Dead 1. That's a good one.
Sam
That's good.
Raimi, everybody.
Is Evil Dead 2 in the 80s though, Shane?
I want to say it was 89. I want to say it was Evil Dead 2. I could be wrong. I could be wrong here.
I'm terrible with dates on movies, so
am I.
87.
87. Well done, my
Really?
friend.
God, it's that old.
1987.
Yeah, Army of Darkness was like 91, I think. or
Right.
90, something like that. 92.
Wow.
Oh. And I'll watch anything Rocky related. I'm obsessed with the Rocky franchise.
Mike Zapsik's one of his favorite horror movies is Phantasm.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Well done, Mike. Well done.
I mean, I can't believe Labyrinth wasn't on the list.
Oh man, that's a good.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one, yeah.
That's a great one. Holy crap, David Bowie, right, with the codpiece.
Yep.
Gareth.
And the
Princess
Fushigi.
Bride? I mean, really? Princess
President.
Bride put on the list?
Oh man, good one, great one. We only get to pick 10, my friend. It's so hard.
I know. Coming to America? How about that? Coming
Yes.
to America.
Oh wow, that's a good one too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can't wait for the sequel. Like I just want to see how they do it.
Gary, Roadhouse, which we did an podcasted audio commentary on. If you guys are interested in watching Roadhouse and listening to me and Mike and two
Roadhouse.
other guys waxing poetic about Roadhouse.
I pulled up a list of just 80s movies and I'm looking at them like, how do you do your favorite 10? I
10,
don't know
yeah.
how you did it, Ming. Like, I'm
10
like
was
looking at
10
them.
was tough. I think mine's pretty solid though.
It is. It is solid.
I'm pretty sure Lethal Weapon's like 88, isn't it?
Yep, I believe so. 88, 87.
Yeah.
And two was
Nightmare
in
on
the
Elm Street.
Die Hard's an 80s movie.
Yeah.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Mike
Oh,
Zapsik chimes
Beverly Hills
in.
Cop.
Mike Zapsik chimes in with "Better Off Dead." Savage Chief Holland, everybody. Everybody wants them.
Can't forget Bill and Ted
Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure. Yeah, I was just
Yeah, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. That's a really good one.
and National Lampoon's Vacation, and there's so many of them. Tron, obviously. OG.
I
Yeah.
was never a fan of Tron.
No,
Just never did it for me.
I wish they kept going with them. I thought with today's technology, they could have made a really great franchise
Yeah.
with it.
I wonder how they did it back then with the limited technology. As it looks really good.
Yeah, that's true.
Mike Zapsik chimes in with Caddyshack. That's one of his favorite movies.
Yes.
Well, of course he's going to say Caddyshack. He knows every line and everything about that
He does.
movie.
He does.
Like when you sweep battle trivia on Point Blank because you know that so well.
Right. Anthony Meatloaf, Gremlins. Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
And Gary, the only reason Gary isn't on here is phone died while he was here.
Yeah, mine's about to too, and I'm about to go grab some dinner anyway. So
Yeah, right on. All right.
Yeah.
let's-
Getting
check in.
Love it. I guess this might be a good time to well, I chimed in with all my 80s movies. So, oh, there he goes. He just left. Peace out, my friend.
You bet.
Irish
He said-
goodbye. Thanks for joining me, guys. Really appreciate it.
This is great.
Bye.
Yeah, for sure. And
Always
yeah,
pleasure.
so September 19th, everybody head over to Monroe Pop Fest in
Bye.
Monroe, Michigan. Go to the fest, then head over to my friend Jimmy's place, China Express of Monroe, for some amazing Chinese food. And who knows? I'll definitely see you at the restaurant if I'm able to make it out there. And I'll probably see you at one of the dive bars in Monroe. And just remember, the Ubers stop at like 8 o'clock in Monroe. So hopefully you have your own car or your ride somewhere. So, but thank you to the Monroe Pop Fest for welcoming me here. Thank you to Gary Paulette. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Thanks for jumping in with me.
This was great.
Yeah, and
Fine,
stay.
Con. such a super cool idea.
Yeah,
Like,
stay
it's
tuned
really,
later. We're probably going to be playing some games later on tonight. Grab some Jackbox Gaming, play some Fibbage or some Drawful. So stay tuned, everybody. So, but yeah, man, thank you guys so much, and thank you everybody for watching. I yeah, enjoy the rest of your Sundays. Whatever you guys can do. So,
I appreciate Ming.
all right, see you guys later, man. Stay safe,
guys,
everybody.
take care.
Have a good one. You guys be safe.
You too.
And we will end that meeting. All right, that was cool. All right, let's see, and that. There we go. All right. So thanks everybody. Thanks for joining in. We'll be as I said, I can't stop live streaming. So, and why would I want to? So, thanks for joining in, everybody. Check out the 2020 Monroe Online Quarantine Con Facebook page, and check out everybody else who is selling their art, doing commissions. Help out some of these creators out, and yeah, I got a couple of things. If you really want to sign 8x10, you can Venmo or PayPal me $10, and I'll sign this up and send this over to you. Also, if you want a custom video message, download the Cameo app. I think it's like $20, and I leave you like a 3-minute long message. So, but all right, and say hi to Mike Zapsik. He might be here as well. Mark Stewart, thank you very much. Anthony Meatloaf, thanks for tuning in. Pat, thank you. Gary, thank you. April Bauer. And everybody else. I'll talk to you guys soon. Stay safe.